Sure. Let's run on this other side. Guy in this left container, the middle one. Is the back. Yep, he just jumped over the fence. Getting shot behind? Yep. Oh, yeah, someone's behind us, too. I don't hear this guy. Damn. I think it's alright, just different situations, I guess. Got your sensitivity to 8? There's 2. I'll show you off though. Yeah, birth throws and that's it. 8. This is the only ones you should be changing, nothing else. Because everything else is going to be your stick drift and shit, so. Smart. Damn, bro. I thought he would have been at the front of the house. Still. Hell no. I should be going buzzing, dude. Jesus. Look like you're playing on keyboard and mouse. God damn. Yeah, look like it. Maybe that was the first game? Because the first game you got 3. Oh, there's just no players anywhere, that's why we don't have kills. Can't even see a fucking guy anywhere. Damn. Oh, good. Oh, goody good. I can't tell how many people are watching because my shit's glitched, so I'm good. I mean, listen, if Crazy Guy wants to run his mouth on stream, you know, obviously he's doing the usual him, you know, it's actually watch some of his stream. What are you saying? And as I said, I don't want to get the boys into it or even thinking about it, so it's kind of my just plan to get them not to know about it. Like, obviously they know what's happening, but it's like I don't want to just run them into the whole parade and just shit's going off the roof, you know? I mean, obviously he's a streamer and he's gonna talk about it, or maybe he's not. Wyatt Hammer used to be a friend of mine, but it's like I still don't trust. Like, it's like the thing is the trusting thing. I don't care about, because at this point, the question is, why don't I trust him? And I don't know. I'm just saying I'll just say he was a weird friend, so that's why we kind of just left him. I didn't really get about the part where like the part where everyone's like, oh, you know, we don't like him because of this particular reason. It's not because of that at all. We just thought he was weird. He did messed up streams. He did weird content, and none of us boys do that. So that's why we left Whitehammer, and we're kind of like, you know, we're gonna dip on this motherfucker, and we're just gonna, you know, not say anything. That's what I did to Mighty G. That's what I did to most people. I did that to Stony Timber. I did that to Mighty G, Goddess, Nick, all the crazy guys, boys. I don't talk to any of them anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no reason to, you know? But let me just look at one of his streams real quick. Mr. CrazyGuy21, see what he was talking about. See his perspective, because it's been a couple of months since that day we just left off to, you know, us hating each other and just not liking each other at all. So the whole UFC thing, but it is what it is. What if there's a Whitehammer? Would you play Wall Street Hustler? But anyways, are you Story Pup Smart still gaming? Would you play with him? Wait, well, hold on. I'm looking at his stream. Wall Street Hustler. What happened to Whitehammer? Would you play with him if he said sorry? Because since I am sub to both of you, I think you both made a mistake by abandoning each other since you get each other's subs. What? This motherfucker reliable. But I should do an new video. I did hear going on to the video what happened, but I can get him not to do that. I heard it was from a YouTuber that subscribed to him. But anyways, Stony and Pupsmark still gaming because I took a year break since I got busy with school. Between you and Pupsmark. This dude in his chat's just answering questions. Okay. Are you still gaming with Defuse? Here we fucking are. It's on the stream. I found it. This dude, this guy in his chat's weird, bro. He's like saying what happened to you, Mighty G, Stony, Timber, and all the other guys. This has gotta be Stony. No, this might actually just be Wanama with a different account. With a new crew. Oh, this was before. Was this recently? Okay. Let's see what he says about my name being brought up in this situation. As I said, I don't care what other people's perspectives are, but let's see what he said. In their opinions and whatever the fuck it is. So yeah, obviously we don't really care about Pupsmart because he was, as Crazy Guy said, he was a kid, so we don't really care about him as much. Let's see what he says about me. And you and Stony, what happened? Okay, so this is like a whole. This is like a whole like paragraph of what the hell's happening. Stoney is a kid. He's not. He's not 19. He's a kid, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be real. Is he gonna bring up me? I think. Listen, and by the way, I didn't have beef with Sterney or this Pop Smart guy. I played with Pop Smart once, and that was it in GTA. So I don't really know who I don't know who he was at the time. Obviously, Sterney he was alright, but he was a bit of a. I mean, he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. He was alright, but I just don't talk to them anymore because they're both kids. Pop Smart's pretty young, and Stoney is it's just like he's always playing with Mighty G, and I never had a thing with Mighty G either. We used to have these kind of like argument problems, but now it's different. You know, we're all moving on and we're all just gonna do our own ways and shit. So Mighty G and Stoney are just doing their thing. So if they're listening, hope you guys are doing well, doing what you guys want to do for YouTube and shit. So good that crazy guy got to where you guys are at. So hopefully Mighty G and Stoney are listening and they do good and good on YouTube. So yeah, I never had a problem with Mighty G or Stoney back then. But the whole Mighty G argument and all that, that's when I did have a problem. But now it's just like it's chill. We're moving on. Who gives a crap? Doesn't matter who's good at the video game. Just play as a squad, and that's what we did. And then more things got out of hand, and that's when I quickly backed out of the fight, just unfriended Stoney and Mighty G, and just left it to that. So it is what it is. But yeah, but with the Pop Smart, I don't know who the fuck that is. I played with him for like one day. That was it, and me and him didn't really get to know each other. We played for one day. Yeah, it was fun. Um, but I mean, it's just a bunch of little kids, playing with the big boys. So yeah, Pop Smart. I don't know what happened with him and the crazy guy story, but that's that. And Pop Smart is obviously, I think, Pop Smart, Mighty G, and Stringy Timber are like a three trios. You know what I'm saying? So they play with each other and stuff. So I have no problem with either of them, by the way. Mainly, the problem I have is Crazy Guy, but it is what it is. Okay, so this is the Wall Street Hustler went to Crazy Guy's chat and said, "Are you still gaming with Defuse?" Let's see his response. Pure silence. He said we're not gaming. What happened to him? This Wall Street Hustler's Wirehammer chat's a disguise. He's made another account and he just went to Crazy Guest Room, so don't worry about him. He's not your friend anymore, I'm guessing. That's what Hustler said in the chat. I mean, listen. So listen, he obviously doesn't want to bring me up because the whole argument between me and him, it was just, it didn't make sense. So, hey, when you find a friend in UFC 4 that is, obviously Benny Boy, GOX, back then, Dr. Ninja Ghost Rider, he knocked out Crazy Guy. Crazy Guy got pissed off. He unfriended me because I told Crazy Guy to verse Benny Boy. They fought. He lost. Benny Boy won against Crazy. Crazy Guy lost. He unfriended me and others that involved me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you're gonna get when you have a dude who wants to verse people online. Back in the day, it was like UFC was that thing when people would knock each other out. You'd call out another YouTuber, just like the real life IRL shit, like the whole Jake Paul in real life. It's like that. You call out a motherfucker, and the other motherfucker comes in, fights you. But this is in game, so a lot of this doesn't really matter. So we technically unfriended each other just over a video game. To be real. It's been a while since I talked to him too, so a couple months, and just it is what it is. And yeah, we unfriended each other just because of a video game, just because of UFC 4. And at the time, Crazy Guy was beating up everyone. He beat up Stormy, I'm pretty sure, Mighty G, a couple of other people. And then Crazy Guy thought, he was the baddest motherfucker on UFC 4 where he couldn't get knocked down. And so, at the time, I didn't have the PS4. At the time, I was playing a lot of Warzone for Danks, you know what I'm saying? Boy into that a lot. I was playing Warzone a lot more back in 2020 and 2021. And he just kept saying on the stream that he's better than me, better than most people. And I'm like, okay, you think you're the underdog? I'll put you against one of my boys to see how it feels to be lost. Because I know Benny Boy is good with the UFC and he's good with the WWE. And I know deep down he could probably take on Crazy Guy. So there was a 1v1. And the rules were whoever got 10 points won. Champion, better player than the other. At first, Crazy Guy got 6 knockouts. Benny Boy went to 0 to 10 in an hour or 50 minutes. And Benny Boy knocked the shit off him. Knocked the boots off him. And ever since Benny Boy's knocked him out in UFC 4, Crazy Guy has not played UFC since that day. I think he's retired from the UFC shit. But listen, you're going to rant about your stream and you're going to rant and talk about this and that. You're going to talk about how you're the greatest on UFC 4. I could beat Defuse, You beat one of my homeboys. So my boys can go after you first, and then let me come and destroy you after. But because I don't have a PS4, I couldn't be able to do that. So, Benny Boy knocked him out for me. And Crazy Guy he got knocked out, and he got pissed off, and he unfriended me and unfriended all of my boys who I'm in contact with. So, it's just a crazy matchup. So, I don't have to do anything. By the way, but literally, like, the thing I don't get is we literally unfriended each other for no reason at all. We unfriended each other just because of a video game. It makes no sense. But that's what you're going to deal with in life. People are going to come and go. You have people at high school. You have so many friends. You might have like 30 friends in high school. The time you leave school, you'll have at least 5 people still contacting you, and those other 30 people are going to care about life and getting a job and worrying about life, paying bills and shit, doing life, They're going to come and contact you the whole time. So, you kind of gotta learn, chat. Kind of have to learn, you know? People come and go. But I mean, it is what it is. And be real, since I haven't been friends with him, I'm like deep down, I know that I want to play with him again. Like I want to play with him again because it was so funny playing with Crazy Guy and his whole character and stuff and his whole role playing like badass motherfucker, rub stores and shit. That's him. But I noticed back in the day he was ranting on a lot of shit. He was shit talking my boys too, shit talking me too. So I had to shut him down. I got one of my boys to take him out, and that's all I had to do. And he got pissed off and unfriended everyone and everyone around me. Technically, everyone in my camp, meaning my homeboys, like Razor or Benny Boy GOX or other people. Yeah, Crazy Guy had to unfriend those people too because, you can't have friends that are contacting enemies. Enemies who are contacting friends. You can't have that in your squad. You gotta have that kind of mentality where you can't be friends at all with the bad guy. Even if your own friends are friends with that dude too. They all gotta unfriend him. So that's what we did. We blocked him, everything. Facebook blocked him and all that. Crazy Guy doesn't want to spit the truth because he knows everything that comes out of my mouth makes sense more than he does. And I mean, he's gonna live with that. So I don't hate, honestly, I don't hate him, but I feel like the way he took that verse was kind of a bitch move. Like, I don't hate Crazy Guy, but I mean, obviously he hates me because I set him up. I set him up to get defeated by one of my boys. It is what it is. And you don't go online and say, you're gonna knock out this guy, this guy, this guy. Put words in your mouth to make the sentence even longer. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna get knocked out either way. So I said, fuck it. Get one of my homeboys, come in and fight him through. So one of my boys did. That's what Benny Boy did, and he knocked him out 10 times. Benny Boy won. After that, there was a whole fight after. It was also on stream. And, because I was watching the fight on the stream, and he was saying some shit, so. And, not very good shit at all, so. Ever since I haven't been friends with him, there's been no shit. I'm peaceful now, and I'm chilling with my boys around me that still respect me and still play video games and have fun while doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, I think the only person out of my entire group that gets a little rage quitty could be Ben, but either way, he's had raging moments his entire life. So, I mean, what can you do? But I mean, the Crazy Guy's perspective, like, he doesn't want to bring up my name, and it's very hard to understand the fight situation. But I made a video about it a very long time ago. If you chat, want to go and check it out. So just type up DeFuseGGX talking about Crazy Guy. There's a bunch of videos, so go check it out. But yeah, I don't hate Crazy Guy. At the end of the day, I think he's smart. I think he's intelligent. I think he's doing good at what he's doing. He's on YouTube. He's getting a lot of subscribers, a lot of interaction. Obviously, he said some really bad feeling words, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's what most people do as friends. They talk shit at each other, and at the point where they're gonna bash the fuck out of each other. So I don't hate him. It's just he's gonna kind of have to grow up out of that. So, and I mean, we unfriended each other just because of a video game. So that I wasn't even a part of because I didn't have a PS4. I didn't have UFC 4. It was most likely Benny Boy's. Kind of like little situation there. So I wasn't even chat. Another thing too, I wasn't even involved. I just made the fight happen, and then he comes straight at me. So it is what it is, So, and I will say it can, reflect on whoever's careers, but at this point, I'm chilling. I'm doing my own content. and I'm having fun while doing it. You know, that's all that matters. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about stories and chants about other, you know, streamers and other YouTubers who are already making a goal out of it. You know. And if it's for the other boys like Stony or Puff Smark, or if it's Mighty G, like, you guys do what you guys do, be free with it, go to YouTube, make good content for the people out there, and just stay you, and just don't, you know, don't take the money thing serious and the views and all that. So just be you and do you. So it's the only kind of message I have for them three, because, as I said, I don't really have any hard time, you know, playing with them. They're actually pretty nice. So. Yeah, we all just gotta move on. You know what I'm saying? We all gotta move on one day, you know? As I said, some friends leave, some friends stay. It's just what happens, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still convinced that when we play Fortnite, we're gonna eventually run into CrazyGuy, because I can definitely see it, because we still have the same servers and the same ping and the same kind of like delayiness. So one of these days we could actually eventually get into the whole server thing with him. We could get in the same match, and then shit hits roof, you know. And nothing too, like the whole GTA thing too. It's like GTA, no one's playing that game, bro. Nothing, like, yeah, there used to be a lot of wars and shit, like a lot of people blowing each other up, like gang wars and shit. But at the end of the day, you walk in the GTA Online server with all your boys, half of the boys don't even play anymore. So it's like, it's not even worth jumping on the city for like 3 to 4 hours, because no one's even in the city at the time, you know? PS4 days were pretty lit, because you could actually have a full server, you know? 3, 4 boys in PS4, just having a good old bandwagon, chilling out and shit. And with Xbox, with all my boys on that, a lot of the boys don't play GTA anymore. I think the only person who plays GTA is, I think, Johnny. So Johnny, he's the only one who plays GTA every day. So he's a GTA dude, you know what I'm saying? So I can't blame him. Plays it every day, he's addicted to it, so. But I mean, there's nothing to do on GTA, and it's just very, you know, casual of what you're doing, you know? Boosting cars, switching cars to fans or randoms, just having a fun time, you know. So it all technically all that matters, you know. So I mean, GTA is just, it's not fun. Nothing's happening to it. So I think GTA 5 should have made something a bit realistic to it, like an RP server or something. Because I reckon if it was RP server, people would be playing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people watch the No Pixel. People play RP and role playing and all that. And it's like, that shit's fun to watch, and it's also fun to play too. Imagine they bring that to console. That's a whole new perspective, and that's a whole lot of new fun. So, can't say nothing about it. But I'll be right back, chat.